From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go.
The man who was a prep All-American in nearby Antioch, it's Najee Harris. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Quickly out wide to Mechie. Room here to run. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They throw it out right complete. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a give, running left is Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the low. And 12. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And some space here. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing is Hurts. And that would be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
7 yards there and a 1st down. The Niners at 4-9 now on the year. If they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W, they have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Green to throw on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Green to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Hurts. Wide open, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Right side complete to Mechie. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Instead of making him earn it on 4th, they jump and give him the first.
I love the way you just phrased that. Didn't really have to earn it, did they? Bad discipline on the defensive side of the ball.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Eckler. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Ready?
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Austin Eckler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Jordan complete right side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. This will be complete to Mechie. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. If there's one big carry away from busting this open, that's a good start for him.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun, Green. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now they will run it with Davis Price.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
On the option, here's Eckler.
Oh, nice move.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Running on first down, Eckler. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. It's Eckler again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Austin Eckler
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Hurts will throw
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Green. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Cleveland Farrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line. Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They're going to look to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
75 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Green.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Check it.
Green now to throw again. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Green.
Right side, and he finds Gray.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game. Up the middle with Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Down right around the 25. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Packers, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.